The Intel Xeon E5-2629 V3 CPU is a server-class processor designed for high-performance computing and data center applications. It is part of the Haswell-EP family of processors, which were released in the third quarter of 2014. The E5-2629 V3 is a 64-bit, 8-core processor with a clock speed of 2.4 GHz and a thermal design power, TDP, of 85 watts. In this article, we will dive into the specifications of the Intel Xeon E5-2629 V3 CPU and discuss its performance and features. CPU architecture. The Intel Xeon E5-2629 V3 CPU is based on the Haswell-EP microarchitecture, which is an evolution of the previous generation Ivy Bridge EP architecture. Haswell-EP processors are manufactured using Intel's 22nm process technology and feature up to 18 cores, depending on the specific model. The E5-2629 V3 has 8 physical cores, which are divided into 2 quad-core clusters or modules, each with its own shared L3 cache. This design provides increased performance and efficiency by allowing each module to operate independently and reducing the amount of data that needs to be shared between cores. Cache and memory. The E5-2629 V3 has a total of 20 MB of L3 cache, with each module having access to 10 MB of shared L3 cache. This large cache size helps to improve performance by reducing the frequency of trips to main memory, which can be a bottleneck in some applications. The processor supports DDR4 memory with a maximum speed of 2133 MHz. It has 4 memory channels and can support up to 768 GB of memory when used with compatible motherboards. The E5-2629 V3 also supports advanced memory features such as error-correcting code, ECC, memory, which helps to ensure data integrity in critical applications. PCI Express. The E5-2629 V3 has 40 PCI Express 3.0 lanes, which can be used to connect peripheral devices such as network adapters, storage controllers, and graphics cards. The processor supports up to 2 sockets, allowing for up to 80 PCI Express lanes when used in a dual-socket configuration. Virtualization. Virtualization is a key feature of the E5-2629 V3, with support for Intel Virtualization Technology, VTX, which allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server. The processor also supports Intel Virtualization Technology for Directed I/O, VTD, which allows virtual machines to access physical hardware directly. Power management. The E5-2629 V3 has a thermal design power, TDP, of 85 watts, which is relatively low for a server-class processor. It also includes advanced power management features, such as Intel Turbo Boost technology, which can increase the clock speed of the processor when needed to provide additional performance. The processor also supports Intel Advanced Vector Extensions 2, AVX2, which can help to improve performance while reducing power consumption. Performance. The Intel Xeon E5-2629 V3 CPU is a high-performance processor designed for server-class applications. It has a base clock speed of 2.4 GHz and can reach up to 3.2 GHz with Intel Turbo Boost technology. It also supports Intel hyper-threading technology, which allows each physical core to handle 2 threads simultaneously, effectively doubling the number of logical cores available to the operating system. The E5-2629 V3 has a Passmark CPU benchmark score of 13,280. Which is a measure of its overall performance. This score places it in the top 2% of all processors tested, indicating that it is a powerful processor capable of handling demanding applications. Socket compatibility. The E5-2629 V3 CPU is designed to be used with motherboards that support the LGA2011 V3 socket. This socket is compatible with other Intel Xeon E5 V3 and V4 processors, as well as some high-end desktop processors such as the Intel Core i7-5960X. Turbo Boost technology. Intel Turbo Boost technology is a feature that allows the processor to dynamically increase its clock speed when it detects that additional performance is needed. The E5-2629 V3 has a maximum turbo frequency of 3.2 GHz, which can be achieved when only 1 or 2 cores are active. When all 8 cores are in use, the maximum frequency drops to 2.6 GHz. Hyper-threading technology. Hyper-threading technology is a feature that allows each physical core to handle 2 threads simultaneously. This effectively doubles the number of logical cores available to the operating system and can help to improve performance in multi-threaded applications. ECC memory support. The E5-2629 V3 supports error-correcting code, ECC, memory, which is a type of memory that includes additional circuitry to detect and correct errors that may occur during data transmission. ECC memory is important in server environments, where data integrity is critical. Intel Advanced Vector Extensions 2, AVX2. AVX2 is a set of instructions that can help to improve performance in applications that use floating point operations, such as scientific simulations and image processing. The E5-2629 V3 supports AVX2, which can help to improve performance while reducing power consumption. Intel Virtualization Technology. Intel Virtualization Technology, VTX, allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server by providing hardware-level support for virtualization. The E5-2629 V3 also supports Intel Virtualization Technology for Directed I/O, VTD, which allows virtual machines to access physical hardware directly. Power management. The E5-2629 V3 includes several power management features that help to reduce power consumption and improve efficiency. These features include Intel Turbo Boost technology, which dynamically adjusts the processor's clock speed based on workload, and Intel Advanced Vector Extensions 2, AVX2, which can help to improve performance while reducing power consumption. In conclusion, the Intel Xeon E5-2629 V3 CPU is a high-performance processor designed for server-class applications. Its specifications and features make it an ideal choice for demanding workloads such as data center applications, scientific simulations, and virtualization. The combination of powerful processing capabilities, memory support, and power management features make the E5-2629 V3 a great choice for those looking for a high-performance server processor.